Today we want to look at good debt versus bad debt. Most people don't understand debt. Most debt is bad, and I understand where people are coming from when they say, I want to invest but I don't want to get into debt. When I hear this statement, and believe you me, I've heard it many a time, then I know the person has little understanding of the monetary system we live under, and how our interest is calculated, and the tax benefits and incentives available to investors. I also understand that any decision made is based on fear of losing everything, and for someone who is fearful of debt, the only solution to investment is through savings. I congratulate anyone who is able to save if they have no debt. If you own your own home and you are saving for an investment, then I couldn't think of anything so misguided though. A simple analysis of the effective interest earned from savings after tax is enough to scare anyone from doing it. We'll take a closer look at this in a second. If there are other debts, for example credit cards, car loans, mortgage debt, and you are saving, then again someone is not thinking straight. Simply look at the interest paid on debt compared to interest earned on savings after tax. They will never be the same, and interest on debts will always be higher. So why do it? That money saved should always be channeled to paying non-tax deductible debt. So what is tax-deductible debt? This brings us back to saving for investment purposes due to fear of getting into debt. A good understanding of what bad debt is and what good debt is will help us manage our decisions a bit more wisely. Mortgage debt on a principal place of residence, PPR, is regarded as being bad debt. You pay interest on the loan. The longer it takes to pay the mortgage, the more your principal place of residence will cost you. Just look at the statements for loans over 30 years. You end up paying more than double. So your major goal should always be to reduce this non-tax deductible debt as quickly as possible. Remember, debt on your principal place of residence is non-tax deductible. Same goes for car loans, personal loans and credit cards. Enter good debt. Good debt is money borrowed to buy income-producing assets that grow in value over time. When investing in property, any interest paid on the loan becomes a tax deduction. This is what makes property investments so exciting. This is good debt that works for you. As property is a big ticket item, saving for a deposit can take a long time. This is time wasted because property will increase in value over this time, and your dollars saved will decrease in value over time due to inflation. So people who decide to save because they are fearful of going into good debt are not doing themselves a service. So if your principal place of residence is paid off, you will have plenty of equity to borrow the deposit and costs. This becomes part of the investment, and the interest paid is fully tax deductible, just like the rest of the investment loan. If your principal place of residence is only partially paid off, then you can begin to use the extra cash flow generated from the good investment debt to help you pay down the bad mortgage debt on your principal place of residence. If you want to find out how, simply contact us at Property and Finance Solutions and a consultant will show you how.